Hello everybody, I'm Nathan. I'm a landscape photographer from Brisbane in Australia. If this is your first time to my channel, welcome. And if you're a regular, then welcome back and thank you, I appreciate it. I'm sorry I didn't get a video out last week. I'm actually waiting on some film scans. So I filmed footage for 3 different in the field style videos, but each one of them I shot film and I'm just waiting for those scans to come back. 2 of them I shot a mix of film and digital, and 1 of them is film only. So I've got a roll of black and white, a roll of colour, and a roll of colour slide film. So hopefully they come back soon so I can start getting some normal videos out. Now this one I just wanted to have a quick check-in and get a bit of a video out, and I thought I'd do something a bit different today. I'm actually going to show you 5 of my favourite photos from 2021 that you wouldn't have seen in any videos. Because I don't always take the vlogging camera with me and make videos when I go and shoot landscapes. I do like to do it just me, on my own, sometimes. Sorry, it's not that I don't want to share it all with you, but it's just nice to get out and not have to worry about the videoing sometimes. They may not necessarily be my 5 favourite photos of the year, but they're just 5 ones that I like that weren't in video, so I really hope you enjoy them. So the first one actually could well be my favourite photo of the whole year. It's a photo I took probably the first time I went out with my panorama camera. It wasn't to test it. I took it out one morning to a little spot near Rathdowney, which I know I get out there quite a lot, but it's not the same spot you've seen on any videos before. I will probably make one there soon, I hope. But the first time I'd been to this specific spot, first time I'd really used the pano camera, at least in a proper landscape photography setting, and I got an absolutely cracking shot that I really was happy with. I was shooting with my favourite colour negative film that day, so Fuji Pro 160 NS, and it's just this really nice shot. I've got Mount Lindsay on the right hand side, a beautiful fig tree sort of in the middle of the frame, and a bit of a road coming off to the left. Here it is. I really hope you like this shot. That particular morning, I actually took the Hasselblad, the pano camera and the GFX with me. I got a couple of nice photos actually on all 3 cameras, so it was a really nice morning, and I really would like to make a video out there sometime soon. The second shot I'd like to share with you today is actually from a familiar location, also out near Rathdowney. It is a spot that I've made a video at before, but this one was the first time I'd been there. Andy and I went out one morning, and we didn't take the vlogging gear and make a video, although in hindsight, probably should have, because we had better conditions than the time I did make a video. So this particular photo is shot with Fuji Chrome Velvia 50, which is also a favourite of mine. It's definitely my favourite slide film. So it's, you know, vivid colours, quite high contrast, almost no grain, absolutely beautiful. So I shot this one on the Hasselblad with the 60mm wide angle lens, and I got some beautiful colour in the sky. Looking at Mount Barney, it's just a really lovely shot, so hopefully you like this one as well. So the third photo I'd like to share with you today is from a day that Andy and I went hiking in Lamington National Park. I didn't take the vlogging camera this time. It was raining a lot, so I wouldn't have been able to. So maybe I did take the camera, but I didn't film a lot because it was raining. Anyway, I didn't make a video, but we got some really beautiful misty, wet conditions all day. And this particular shot was quite close to the end of our hike. It was probably about 6 or 7 Ks back from the car, but it was around about the last time we actually stopped for photos, because it really started to pour down rain just after this. Just got this beautiful tree. It had, you know, this really nice curve in the branch, covered in moss, and it just caught a little bit of light with the mist around, so I was really happy with it. It was one of my favourite shots from that day for sure, so I really hope you like this one as well. So that photo I shot with my Olympus, with my OMD EM1 Mark II, so with the 12 to 40mm Pro lens. So that was before I had my Fuji, so it was actually in the first part of the year for sure. So on the last photo I'd like to share with you in my group of 5 photos I really like is also one that I shot with the Olympus. This one would have been with the 40-150mm f2.8 Pro lens. So that's the 80-300mm equivalent in full frame terms. So it's probably my favorite lens on the Olympus system. Really beautiful telephoto lens. This was on the same morning actually as photo number 2 with the Velvia, just basically looking the other side of the road where we stopped. So one side we had this beautiful paddock leading into Mount Barney, and the other side of the road we had another lovely paddock, but it had a lot of mist in it because it was more of a valley, so and it caught the morning light really nicely. So I really hope you like this shot as well. So I realised while I was editing that video that I actually forgot to talk about one of the photos and only talked about 4. So I thought I'd just come back and tell you about the other one as well. So this one I also shot on the Hasselblad on Fuji Pro 160 NS color film, and this morning is actually the same morning that I shot the first photo. I just had the 150mm lens on the Hasselblad with the Fuji Pro loaded in, just pointed towards Mount Barney from this really great spot, and we just got some nice, those nice pink clouds up the top of the mountain, and it was just beautiful. Did have a bit of burnt grass down the side from where they'd been doing some controlled burning, because there had been some bushfires recently, but just a beautiful scene. The 150mm worked really well to get in relatively close to Mount Barney, and I just really liked it. So I hope you like it as well. I feel like it's also worth having a quick recap of the year in general, I guess. I know it's not done, but I think all in all, despite the fact we've had a pandemic going on the last 18 months or so, this year's been pretty good for me, at least photographically, I think. I'd like to think I had a few good photo adventures. Went to the steamers with Andy and my brother, obviously, so you've seen that video, which was really great conditions. Before that, I had my Girraween trip where I went on my own and spent 2 nights camping in Girraween National Park. And Girraween National Park is obviously one of my absolute favourite places in the world. I love getting there and I really want to get there more often. I actually would like to head out to Girraween for another trip like that coming up in 2022. I'm not sure when I'm going to make it happen, but I'd like to. I also had that day I drove 900 kilometres in a day and went chasing snow, which was absolutely one of the best days of my life. Well, it was definitely a highlight of the year, seeing the snow, getting some nice photos. That was a good day. I think I've had some good photo adventures this year, so I hope everyone else's year was pretty good as well. I definitely hope to have a few big adventures next year as well. One of them I don't think I'm going to talk about yet, but it'll be the absolute highlight of my year, I think. And it'll also be probably the biggest photo trip I've done, at least specifically for photos and shooting video. So I can't wait for that. I've got to lock that in. If I'm lucky, I'll get a holiday to the snow with the family and be able to get some great photos and video. So I really hope to be able to get a really good year in next year for photo and video as well. I really hope you like these photos I've shared with you today. And thank you so much for sticking with me through the year if you've been around for a little while. I hope you've enjoyed my videos. Thank you so much for all of the views, the thumbs ups, the comments and banter. I've made some friends through YouTube. I really enjoy making these videos, so hopefully I can keep this channel growing and going. But I've had a really great year. Thank you so much for all of your support, and I can't wait to see you again soon.